Hello and welcome back. If this is your first time here, hi, my name's Alison. I'm the creator of DigiTeach Online, where I help you to earn income online by transforming your knowledge into profitable digital products. Today, I'm going to tell you, if you are an ESL teacher, how you can literally make so much money today by transforming all of your glorious ESL knowledge, your ESL teaching, and your ESL services into something a lot more. Coming right up. So if this is your first time here, just for context, I have been teaching all sorts of things well over 10 years. I started with a bilingual language school over 10 years ago, and then I created an ESL brand right in the middle of the pandemic when ESL platforms were going under and everybody was losing their job in the ESL industry, and lots of ESL teachers were either working for next to nothing or ESL teachers were having to re-interview their jobs and be paid a pittance. And I was like, oh no. I was also really fed up with the way that ESL businesses, ESL language schools, ESL platforms, and basically the whole ESL industry was teaching English, and it just was not what I thought was necessarily the best way. Because I had seen the progress lots of my students had made teaching children from the ages of 2 all the way up to seniors foreign languages, I knew that there was definitely a better way to teach English online. And that is basically what I did. Luckily for me, it's been a success, and I'm going to show you some of my results so that I can hopefully inspire and motivate you if you are an English teacher, knowing that going solo, teaching English online as a freelancer, creating English resources for your students is definitely the way to go. So let's have a little look. So first of all, I'm just going to show you some stats from my ESL Facebook business page here, which, as you can see, I have 52,000 followers and just over 52,000 followers now. And one of the reasons my business has grown so much, particularly on Facebook, is because of the content that I create. So content is absolutely king when it comes to creating your own business. However, there are so many gurus out there and, said by marketing experts that say you should be doing X, Y, Z. And actually, I have found lots of that just hasn't worked. So I'm sharing with you some of the things I have found have worked for me. So the biggest way to grow your audience on social media is through engagement. As you can see, my engagement is really quite high, and I am not doing lives every day. I am not even posting every day, but I have a very high engagement, and that is because I truly understand my audience and I truly understand what they want and need. And I also know how to use the different brand assets in platforms like Facebook, like Instagram, like TikTok to help me grow my brand. And just to give you a little example of some of the things that I have actually been offered and actually do now on Facebook and Instagram, this is like a screenshot from my professional dashboard. Now, once you get to quite a high follower account on Facebook and you have a really good engagement, you will be offered a variety of different brand assets from Facebook to start monetizing your content. This is one of the ways that I earn income and I also grow my business. I'm not saying I'm an influencer or anything like that. However, I think some of my students feel that I influence them in their learning. But this is one of the ways that ESL teachers really need to be shifting and moving today if you want to be making multiple streams of income as an ESL teacher. Now, forget the high ticket, forget all of that nonsense, forget going off and writing a curriculum for until doomsday comes and then trying to, hit hunt up some expensive lawyers over on Instagram. There is a far better, a far easier, and actually a far more profitable way for you as an ESL professional, be you a tutor, be you an ESL writer, an ESL lesson planner, basically anything in the ESL niche. This is definitely the way to go. So first of all, I have my Facebook shop, which automatically links to Instagram within my Facebook page. These products, they buy over on my website. So I am using Facebook as a means to advertise my products and my services. And I'm going to go into that a little bit later, what those are. So although I have the Facebook shop, that is being automatically advertised all the time to students who are interested in learning English online. But they actually, when they click on that, it's, do you want to go to this website? They then come to my website, and that is where I start collecting leads. I start getting their email address and basically start making income. Now, how I make my income with my products are basically from three main things. So the first one is group seminars. So I do group seminars, maybe up to 50 or 100 people at a time, and I use Zoom. I sell my tickets through my Facebook shop. I advertise them on my Facebook shop, and I sell them on my own ESL website. Always have everything on your own website. And one of these reasons is once you get to the level of selling on any of these platforms, you have to start basically doing everything according to their policy. Sometimes you can do something against a policy and not realize it. You can then find yourself blocked, your account blocked, your ad account blocked, and it can literally halt your income stream. So I make sure all the sales are actually done on my website. I use the social media platforms to advertise my ESL products and services and also to grow my ESL brand, but the actual selling process is done on my website. That keeps my social media accounts safe, that keeps my ad accounts safe, and also it makes sure I'm collecting that email from that student, be it a child or an adult or a parent, over on my website. So I am then in control of my own data, which is really, really important. Okay, so we've got the shops. The next one is appointments. So it's literally a free booking calendar where people book and pay, and they actually pay on the Facebook app there, and then they get taken to my online classroom. The majority of my appointments are basically tester sessions, which they pay for. And that is to move them into my online membership. So I really just don't teach one-to-one anymore. One, I don't have the time. This is one of my businesses along a number of different projects that I do. And two, I really enjoy writing a really good lesson every single week, recording it, creating really great resources, unique resources, and literally dropping it into my ESL membership program. My students love it, and it is a really great way for me. I have found, I've been doing this for 3 years now, this particular business. It's a really good way to grow your income really easily as a one-woman band, or as a solo teacherpreneur, should I say. So the next thing is paid online events. Now, I do these sometimes when I want to promote something. Maybe I've got a new workbook coming out. Maybe I've got a new ESL course coming out. Maybe I want to get some more students into my membership. Then I will literally do a paid online event. And I'll maybe do, I don't know, up to 20, 30, maybe 50 people in an online event. They'll pay something really small, like $3, but the purpose of that is a marketing activity for me to get them inside on my ESL page, over onto my website, and then into my system. The next thing I've got is stars. You get selected for stars and also subscriptions by Facebook when you get a high level engagement. So this basically means whatever content I put out there, People can actually send me stars. So I do this sometimes when I'm doing lives, and it's only people that send stars can comment. It's an extra way of earning income. Now, one of the things I really like about the stars compared to, say, like a platform like TikTok, is on Facebook, you keep all of the profit. On TikTok, they take 70%. So, and the stars are like all the gifts on TikTok are quite expensive actually. You can easily, like, I don't know, you can easily lose 30, 40, 50 quid. So I really like the fact that Facebook are literally giving back to the creators, because at this stage you're kind of being like a content creator. However, I consider myself to be more of a entrepreneur. I create content to grow my business more as a business owner and a brand owner, instead of just being there for the influencer flex. So every piece of content I create is part of my main funneling system. And all of these things you see here are part of my funneling system. So the next one is live ads. Again, because I have high engagement and a high follower account, I've been chosen for live ads as well by Facebook. So that basically means other brands can bid to place with Facebook and myself, they can bid to place ads on my content. So I can choose the type of people I want to work with. I certainly don't want anyone who's in competition with what I'm doing, but I will promote things and brands that I think are a good choice. For example, although I write my own ESL content, I might, let Cambridge or Oxford run ads for some of their resources, because I think that's complementary to what I'm doing. So I'm not opposed to all ESL competition, because some of it can work really, really well. And the next one is subscriptions. So this subscription service, this is like new for me. I've literally just been given access to this kind of in the last month by Facebook. So this is basically, again, this is invite only. Subscriptions are invite only by Facebook. So Facebook have said, yeah, you've got a really great page. It's really high engagement. I've never done anything wrong. I think I've done one thing wrong once when I first started my ESL page. So Facebook has said, right, we're offering you subscriptions. And again, I'm keeping 100% of the profit. So, and Facebook are really pushing this for me, which is great. So basically, anyone on my page can subscribe to my page as a VIP member. It's like $3.99 every single month. Okay, that's what they pay. And for that, they get exclusive content. They can get taken into my exclusive Facebook group. They have the right to send me messages, and I can give them video responses back, that sort of thing. So again, all of these things, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different amazing free, this is all free marketing tools that Facebook have given me to grow my ESL brand. Okay, so I really want to share that because I want you to know that it's definitely possible, but I know that everybody is not at perhaps the stage that I'm at. I have to say, I've put a lot of hard work into this. I'm not one of those people like on TikTok that went viral overnight. I've spent about 3 years building this up. In the pandemic was a really challenging time. The ESL industry is quite saturated, as we all know. So I'm really pleased that I've been able to grow this ESL brand to this size. Now I want to discuss some of the ways that I have done this with the type of content that I've created, because I see a lot of people trying, and I see a lot of people making what I consider to be a mistake. So I'm going to go through some tips, and hopefully that'll help you out. So the first one is audience. Now, everyone talks about, finding your audience, but when they do that, everybody always says it's all about niche. And I'm so fed up about hearing about niche. Niche is really important, and yes, it does have its purpose. But I actually see ESL tutors going, I'm a niche ESL tutor. I am a 6-figure ESL tutor. What good is that as a marketing strategy for an ESL student? They don't understand when you say niche teacher. They don't understand really what that means. It doesn't bear any relevance to them. And a six-figure earner, all that is blinging yourself out. You're basically saying, I earn a lot of money from what I'm doing. It's a completely selfish perspective to take in marketing, and it's a massive failure. When you are marketing, your main marketing strategy must be always promoting the results of the goals that your ideal client in your audience wants. Okay, so let me give you an example. And I'm going to be a bit abstract about this. Okay, so let's just say you want to sell a Hoover. So for example, if you want to sell a Hoover, you're not going to say, this is amazing best-selling Hoover. Everybody in Beverly Hills has this Hoover. That means nothing. If you say, this is our best-selling top Hoover, it will clean any surface perfectly within 30 seconds. Okay, because when you use a Hoover, what you want it to do is you want it to clean fast. Maybe say it will clean any surface really quickly, silently, even better. Talk about the things that people are going to want to achieve. You've got to talk about the product itself or the service and what it's going to achieve, the benefit for the user, not yourself. And I have just written a really good Contentpreneur blog post about all of this, and I will link that down below. Okay, let's go on to the next one. I want to talk about the content itself. So obviously, because I have an ESL Facebook page or a Facebook page that's got a lot of ESL content on, Facebook also show me recommendations of other ESL pages. I don't know why, because I'm obviously not going to be looking for that. But one thing I see so often is this type of thing. People standing up or creating like a typical classroom environment and literally teaching as if they're teaching out of a textbook, literally taking textbook examples and putting it on a whiteboard and teaching, and doing that as a live and then wondering, why. Well, it's not working. The simple reason is it's pretty boring. It's pretty boring. I take my phone out and about with me wherever I am. If I see something or think of something in my daily life, I will whip out my phone and I will literally record, or I will go live if I'm able to. And my students love this. They absolutely love it, because it is so non-classroomy. How many English teachers do you see online dressing up like they're a real pro in a business suit in a classroom? Yes, it has its place, but not all content should be like that. Content needs to be a mix. Now, the different types of content I create is I create reels. Yes, I do. I create live content. I create video content. I have video lessons in my membership system. I have quizzes. I have workbooks. I have fact sheets for them. I have challenges for them. I have all of these different types of content. I have audios for them to listen to. It's not always just one type of content in one context, and that is really, really important. Now, one of my degrees is in linguistics, and I studied a lot functional linguistics and how people actually learn a language, and it is such a shame in TEFLs and TESOLs that they don't deep dive into this. I guess it's time. But if you've got any spare time, have a little look at functional linguistics and how people actually learn a language. And that will also help you to create better content by coming at it from a different perspective. And that is one of the things that's really important. Don't look at everybody else's content and then create your own. I hardly ever look at anybody else's content, basically because I'm too busy. But obviously, if I just log onto my Facebook page and I see some stuff, I go, oh, what's that? But I'm not actively looking that much at it. And I think that's also one of the secrets of my success, is that my content is truly unique. Now, if you're struggling a little bit with any of this, I have, over the past sort of 12 months, because I've been so busy, I've created a little resource that I think is going to be really helpful for ESL teachers. Well, in fact, I know it is, because I have a teacherpreneur program, but I'm not talking about that today. I've added something within that, and I'm making this available on a standalone availability. I don't know for how long. So if you're really interested in learning how to create really good content and also knowing exactly what content to create, then this is going to be for you. And this is really structured at a freelance, it's really targeted really at and structured for a freelance ESL teacher. So I've created something which I call the ESL Content Vault. So in this Content Vault, I actually take you through the different steps that I use to create different types of content, and I give you a whole load of content as well that you can personalize and use and do whatever you want with. I give you a special license, I'm licensing it to you, and you can actually then go away, create video content, create blogs, create templates, create exercises, create workbooks, create whatever you need to create to make your content stand out as an ESL teacher, and think more like a contentpreneur, not a content creator, not an influencer, but a contentpreneur, creating content as an ESL teacher stroke business owner that is going to convert into a sale for you. That is really important. That's something I can't really teach on a YouTube video because there are so many different dynamics that go into it, but it is inside the ESL Content Vault. So if you are, and the ESL Content Vault, by the way, is for an ESL tutor, teacher, an ESL freelancer. Maybe you're an ESL tutor or an ESL teacher who's doing a little bit of work and you're thinking, I would really like to have my own private clients or start thinking about creating my own online business. This is perfect. Okay, it's absolutely perfect. Maybe you are an ESL freelance tutor and your business is just not going anywhere. Only you's going to know about that, because I guess some people are just not going to like be outspoken about it. But if you're not making bank, if you don't have multiple streams of income, if you do not have every single day people asking you for lessons, which I do, and if you look back at some of my reels, some of my YouTube shorts and my other videos here, you will see where I wake up in the morning, I've got 70 bookings and I've got like loads of messages and I'm like, and this is one of the reasons why I created a membership system as well, by the way, because I was just had so many, I had requests, hundreds a month. I was getting like 1780 a day. There's no way I could teach all of that. So that's another reason why I created my membership system, and it works perfectly for me. And if you're at that stage or you're interested in that, go to teacherpreneurs.online, which is my online program, and I literally have blueprinted my business, and you have everything, my templates, absolutely everything, and you just slot your stuff in. And that, with the ESL Content Vault, is literally going to be a very good business structure for you. Anyway, that is it for me today. I haven't done one for a while because I've been so busy and I've been enjoying the summer because it's just been a heat wave here in the UK, which has been lovely. If you have any questions, pop it down below, and I will do my best to answer the comments. Go along as well. I'm going to leave a link down below for the ESL Content Vault. Like I say, this is normally inside my teacherpreneurs.online program. So I'm literally, giving people a little bit of access to that because, I think maybe some people need it. Anyway, speak to you soon. Take care. And as always, guys, keep it real. Goodbye.